Welcome to ExplainForgeHQ. In today's video, we're going over 10 gun types, from handguns all the way up to explosive firearms. Let's get started. Handguns. Handguns are compact firearms designed to be fired with one hand, making them among the most portable and widely used weapons in the world. Their origins trace back to early handheld firearms developed in Europe during the 1500s, but the modern handgun began to take shape in the 1800s with the development of revolvers and later semi-automatic pistols. What defines a handgun is its small size and relatively limited power compared to larger firearms. They are commonly used by civilians for personal defense, by law enforcement for duty carry, and by military personnel as secondary weapons. Well-known examples include the Colt single-action Army revolver, the Glock 17 pistol, and the Colt M1911. Carbines. Carbines are lightweight rifles with shorter barrels, designed to be easier to handle in tight spaces while still offering greater power and range than handguns. The concept of the carbine dates back to cavalry units in the 17th century, where soldiers on horseback needed a firearm that was shorter and more maneuverable than standard infantry rifles. Over time, carbines became popular in both military and civilian use because they balance compactness with rifle-level performance. Modern examples include the M4 carbine, the SKS carbine, and the Ruger Mini 14. Submachine guns. SMGs. Submachine guns are compact automatic firearms that fire pistol-caliber ammunition and are designed for rapid fire at close range. They first appeared during World War I when militaries needed a lightweight weapon capable of delivering high volumes of fire in confined environments, such as trenches. Unlike rifles, which fire more powerful cartridges, SMGs prioritize controllability and mobility. Their smaller ammunition allows them to remain relatively compact while still delivering sustained bursts of fire. Famous examples include the MP5, the Uzi, and the Thompson submachine gun. Shotguns. Shotguns are long guns designed to fire shells that typically contain multiple small pellets called shot, though they can also fire single solid projectiles known as slugs. Their history goes back to the 1600s, when smooth-bore firearms were used for hunting birds and small game. The spreading pattern of the pellets increases the chance of hitting a moving target at short distances, which makes shotguns especially effective in close-range situations. Over the centuries, they have evolved into various action types, such as pump action, break action, and semi-automatic designs. Well-known examples include the Remington 870, the Mossberg 500, and the Browning Auto 5. Rifles. Rifles are long guns with barrels that contain spiral grooves known as rifling, which spin the bullet as it travels down the barrel. This spinning motion stabilizes the projectile and greatly improves accuracy over long distances. The concept of rifling appeared as early as the 16th century, but rifles became widely adopted in the 19th century as manufacturing improved and militaries sought more precise firearms. Compared to shotguns or handguns, rifles typically fire higher velocity rounds capable of reaching targets at much greater distances. Examples include the AK-47, the AR-15 platform, and the Lee Enfield rifle. Battle rifles. Battle rifles are full-power military rifles designed to fire larger cartridges than modern intermediate-caliber rifles. They became widely used in the mid-20th century, particularly during and after World War II, when many armies equipped their soldiers with semi-automatic rifles chambered in powerful cartridges intended for longer engagement distances. These firearms are typically heavier and produce more recoil than lighter rifles, but offer strong penetration and effective range. Notable examples include the FN-FAL, the M14 rifle, and the Heckler & Koch G3. Sniper or precision rifles. Sniper or precision rifles are specialized firearms designed to deliver extremely accurate shots at long distances. While accurate rifles have existed for centuries, the modern sniper rifle developed during the late 19th and early 20th centuries as armies began training dedicated marksmen. These rifles are often equipped with high-quality optics and carefully engineered components to maximize accuracy and consistency. Unlike standard rifles used for general combat, sniper rifles are intended for carefully aimed shots against distant or difficult targets. Examples include the Barrett MRAD, the Accuracy International AWM, and the Remington 700. Machine guns. Machine guns are firearms capable of sustained automatic fire, meaning they can continue firing as long as the trigger is held and ammunition remains. The first practical machine guns appeared in the late 19th century, dramatically changing the nature of warfare by allowing a single weapon to deliver a large volume of fire. Early designs were often heavy and mounted on tripods, but later developments produced lighter versions that could be carried and operated by infantry. These weapons are designed for suppressive fire, controlling areas of the battlefield by forcing opposing forces to remain under cover. Examples include the M249 light machine gun, the M240 machine gun, and the PKM. If you have made it this far, consider liking the video. Now for the final two. Anti-materiel rifles. Anti-materiel rifles are extremely powerful rifles designed to engage equipment, vehicles, or fortified positions rather than individual targets. The concept dates back to World War I, when large-caliber rifles were used to penetrate early armored vehicles. Modern versions fire very large cartridges, capable of delivering tremendous energy over long distances. These rifles are typically much larger and heavier than standard sniper rifles, reflecting the powerful ammunition they use. Their role focuses on disabling machinery, destroying equipment, or reaching targets that would be beyond the capability of smaller firearms. Examples include the Barrett M82, the Macmillan TAC-50, and the Accuracy International AX-50. Explosive firearms. Explosive firearms are handheld weapons that launch explosive projectiles, such as rockets or grenades. Unlike traditional firearms that rely on direct bullet impact, these weapons deliver explosive payloads that detonate on or near the target. Portable rocket launchers and grenade launchers became widely used during the 20th century as militaries sought ways for individual soldiers to defeat armored vehicles, fortifications, or groups of enemies. Their destructive potential far exceeds that of conventional firearms, making them some of the most powerful weapons that can still be carried and operated by a single person. Examples include the RPG-7 rocket launcher, the AT-4 launcher, and the M203 grenade launcher. That's 10 gun types explained. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribe.